The tunnels are open for tourists to walk through and experience. They cover vast areas and have been preserved as a war memorial in Vietnam. The entrances are very small, offering no room to turn around and retreat. They are also very easy to quickly cover and hide when under attack. The tunnels were so narrow that there was no room for American soldiers to turn around to retreat. When lost in a tunnel, this created a panic amongst the Americans in battle. The tunnels have since been widened to allow Western tourists and have been illuminated with small lights. The tunnels contained everything the Viet Cong needed to survive, even rooms for children and families. You can see how difficult the tunnels would be to navigate. They were also smaller in the 60s. The area was covered with booby traps designed to severely injure American troops, causing a slow and painful death. American troops tried many different angles to take over the tunnels, including trained German shepherds that would sniff out the openings. The Viet Cong quickly overcame this tactic by using American-issued soap to wash themselves, giving the dogs a friendly scent. They also hung American unifiers near the entrances to again throw off the dogs. When the dogs did find the tunnels, they were captured and killed, only to be displayed in the jungle near American troops. The American dog handlers were terrified after seeing this and refused to send their dogs down into the tunnels. The tunnels now have figures displayed in the rooms exactly as they would have been in the 1960s. The mannequins show how the Viet Cong would go over military strategies, make weapons and booby traps. They show the living conditions of the Viet Cong. They would store and make weapons deep in the underground tunnels to be used against invading American troops. The site is now a tourist attraction, explaining the traumatic events and the vital role of the Chu Chi tunnels. Above the tunnels lies a tank that was destroyed in battle as a reminder of the events that took place. Tourists are allowed to crawl in the tunnels to experience the life of the American and Viet Cong soldiers. They are also able to eat a typical meal that would have been consumed while living underground. Employees demonstrate the tasks that would have been performed by the people who lived and fought in these tunnels during the Vietnam War. Many of the underground rooms deemed unsafe have been reconstructed above ground to display what life would have been like. The bamboo shoot coming out of the metal pot would have ran to the surface so the smoke of the fire would not suffocate those inside. It was also used to deter American troops from the location of the tunnels. There were small camps set up around the tunnels that the inhabitants would occupy during the cover of darkness. During the day no one would be found. The entrances scour the jungle leading from one camp to another. Many times the tunnels would be right under American camps. They lead to rivers and roads, allowing the Viet Cong to resupply without being seen. I can't imagine the impact on a soldier's mentality during this type of warfare. The Viet Cong and American soldiers are alike. They reverted to primal combat, and it was as much of a mental battle as it was a physical one. The tunnels are now a war memorial, serving as a relic of a once incredibly hellish time of war. Each soldier in the tunnels had a specific role that they were trained to execute. The battlefield was very unfamiliar to American soldiers. Malaria and disease ran rampant amongst the soldiers, and the majority perished with a very slow, painful death.